What is up, you guys? This is Carlos from the Geeks Tech Corner, and today's video is going to be on the Galaxy S4 Active and a full review on it, so I hope you guys like it. Like all great reviews, we always want to start off with the specs and what really stands out about this device. So this is basically the Galaxy S4 without that 13 megapixel camera. Everything else is basically the same, from the Snapdragon 600 processor to the screen to the Gorilla Glass to the PPI on the screen to everything that this phone has, to TouchWiz to Android to all that. Everything is the same as the Galaxy S4, so you can basically call it a Galaxy S4, but this one's waterproof to a certain extent. So let's get this full hands-on and full, view of this phone. And if you guys should definitely buy this, let's get it. So here's one of the most looked at features about this phone, the waterproof and how good is it underwater. So I still got the sticker on from when I first unboxed it, and this is exactly what it says. Supposedly, to get the waterproof feature, you have to make sure all the sides are clicked in, and I guess you have to pressure the back seal to a certain extent until a light turns on. I have never dropped it in water, or will I ever drop it in water, and I've never tried it out in water, to be honest. So I wouldn't want to lie to you guys and say that it's good underwater, but from some reviews that I've seen, it's not the best phone underwater like the Sony Xperia something, because they got so many Xperias, but it's definitely good for the job. It can handle as soon as you drop it, and it's reliable because you're not just gonna let it sink for a few minutes, you're gonna get it. So this is the back plate, you guys. So the back plate consists of a lot of little screws, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys. You might ask, why are these screws so important? Well, if the little back plate are not sealed in perfectly with the little screws, the waterproof feature won't be that accurate, or it won't work that well. So that was the left one, that's the right little screw, and as you can see, the 8 megapixel camera is in between the two little screws at the top, along with the flash. And then at the bottom right, we also have another screw next to a little microphone at the bottom. So that's pretty cool. And I forgot to mention that the back template is really good in the hand actually. It's not that plasticky. And then there's the final and last screw, which is the left one. So the way that you know that they're all clicked in perfectly is because it's not standing out. If it was standing out, you'd definitely be able to tell, because the back plate would be a little off level on that certain screw, and that means that the waterproof feature wouldn't work that properly. So I hope you guys know how to use these screws and take advantage of me showing you, because if you don't, it'd basically be not that worthless. And the reason why I did this shot was to show you the little microphone down there at the bottom. The bad thing about this microphone, is that when you listen to music with the phone laying down, the music won't be that loud and that noticeable, unlike the HTC One that has the speakers in the front, which was a very good technology on HTC's part. Samsung chose to put it at the back, which I still don't get, but I mean, it's pretty decent when you can hear it. If you can't hear it, all you can hear is mumbles, and in water it surprisingly works, according to the reviews. So yeah, that's the little view at the back speaker. The Galaxy S4 Active looks with the back plate taken off. There's the huge battery, which I don't know at the top of my head how many milliamps it is, but it also has a SD card and a SIM card tray. There's the side of the phone, which is the left side. All it includes is the volume rockers, so there's nothing important to see at that side. That's the view from the top of the phone, and as you can see, you get the 3.5mm headphone jack along with two microphones and a little sticker that you unfortunately don't get to read because my autofocus is crappy. That's the other side of the phone, which is the right side, and that's the power button. just like the Galaxy S4. I told you guys everything about this phone is basically the same as the Galaxy S4. Now I'm going to show you guys how long it takes for the phone to boot up, so I hope you guys enjoy the timer that I added. So as you guys saw, it took this phone 23 seconds to boot up. It's not bad knowing that the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 5S take way longer than this, probably because of iOS 7. But Android on this phone is completely beast. It works very fast and rapid on this phone. So one of the features that makes this phone not attractive is the physical buttons. They're not like the Galaxy S4 that you got those buttons that you can press down that are like touchscreen sensors. These are actually, you know, you can feel these and they get pretty clicky and pretty annoying if you don't like them. So next I'm going to show you guys how fast Android works on this phone, and I'm going to move the screens left and right just to show you guys how this processor handles TouchWiz on top of Android. As you guys can see, there's no lag whatsoever. If there's ever lag, it'll probably be only when you boot it up, because there's a lot of processes loading in the background and a lot of stuff working behind the curtains. So the cool thing about this phone is that if you press the home button down for long enough, it'll bring up the multi window and you can eliminate all the tasks at the same time. Battery wise, there's better phones out there, but this phone is definitely not one of the worst ones out there either. This phone is very good and not the best, like I said, but it's very good. So if you want to use 4G LTE on this phone for a long period of time, you can probably last it about 8 hours. You know, go on Facebook, play games, whatever you want for 8 hours. After those 8 hours, your battery will start dying. It will already be dying, but it'll probably be like at 20% left. But that's better than nothing, right? So yeah, this phone is definitely pretty good at battery. If you want a maximum battery, I would recommend the Note 3 or a phone with a huge battery. Now the last task we're going to do to see how this phone performs is we're going to launch Subway Surfers, and we're going to play a little and move the finger around up and down, left and right, you know, basically as if we were playing. And I'm basically just going to show you guys how this phone handles playing games and how the processor does, how the colors look, how the screen does, and in my opinion it's just very great. So hope you guys enjoyed the clip. Alright, now camera wise, the front facing camera I believe is a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera. It's a VGA or HD camera if I'm right, and it's very capacitive. As you can see, the colors are very accurate and they work perfectly. Now the back facing camera is an 8 megapixel camera found on the Galaxy S3 and the Note 2. It has the same sensors and everything, and it works perfectly. The software enhancements on it is very great, and taking videos on this phone is like any other phone, very great. And Samsung always tries their best to make the software enhancement very good with it, and there's no different on this phone. So I hope you guys enjoy this review, you guys. I hope you guys like the new logo, the new intro, and do everything to my channel. And feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video up, comment, retweet, please, because I'm gonna come back into the game. And till next time, you guys, take care.